Hi everybody, this is a requested video. This is how I put on my Jamberry nail wraps, and I got these today, and these are called Whiskers. It's the kitty ones, and I wanted these ones so bad, so I finally got them. And here's my nails. I have my old Jamberries off, and what I did to my nails is I used the Jamberry cuticle oil, and I put that on my cuticles. And then I let it sit for a little bit, and then I push back my cuticles. But I don't have much cuticles because I'm a terrible cuticle picker. So, and that's why my hands always look so rough. See, I pick, it's a nervous habit, but I pick them. And then I took my buffing block and I buffed my nails. Then after I did that, I washed my hands. And then I used an alcohol wipe, and I just buy these in a pack. These are in the diabetes section in the big box stores, and they were 99 cents for that big pack. And then I just, wipe my nails off, and then I let them dry, and now I'm ready to put on my Jamberry nail wraps. And I do have the Jamberry nail heater, but before I had this, I actually used my embossing tool, which probably wasn't wise because, man, that puppy got hot. So I'd have to hold my nail way back here. But I'll show you how I do these. And this is a full sheet of Jamberry nail wraps, and I'm going to cut them in half. I don't use these big ones. But I use these smaller ones here. These fit my fingernails just fine. And then, so that means, because I'm going to cut these in half, I can do both my hands with these, and then I still have a bunch left over. But I like to cut these first. And then this is just my paper trimming scissors. And so now I got those on, and now I'm going to put these on. And of course, the small one is for my pinky. And I have my handy dandy craft tweezers here, the reverse tweezers. And I like to pick these up with my tweezers. And there it is. And now I'm going to put it on my pinky. I hope you'll be able to still hear me with this little heater running. It's not very loud, but we'll see. I'm going to let this heat up. I should have had this running to heat up. But it doesn't take long, it's already hot. Okay, and what I like to do is at first I heat up my nail. So I'm going to heat that up. I'm not going to burn myself, of course, but with my embossing tool, that was real easy to do. But it's warm enough now, I can feel it. And then I'm going to heat up the nail wrap. And I put it right there, and then once it starts to curl, see how it curled, it's ready. So I'm going to place that where I want it. And then that's pretty good. And then I'm going to go, it should be down a little bit. You don't want these touching your skin. That's one of the tricks. So I like to see how I left a little bit here and a little bit on the sides. So I'm going to press it down. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I've got that all pressed down. And then sometimes I take my this is a rubber cuticle tool, and I'm just, if I see, like, here's a little ruffle here, I'm going to smooth that out. And if you take your time, these will last longer. Now, I've been in a rush and I've just slapped them on before, and that's fine. You can do that, but then they won't last as long. Okay, now it's on my pinky. And now I'm going to go on to the second one. Aren't these cute? This is the white kitty one. I'm trying not to get the whole thing heated up here. And again, I pick it up with my tweezers. I'm going to heat my my finger up here. This is kind of awkward. I'm trying to do this at a different angle. Hot enough. Heat up the nail wrap until it starts to curl. It's curling, it's ready. And then I put it on. And then 1, 2, 3. These ones always go on nice. This finger, my nail must be perfectly curved. But I'm going to do this to all of my fingernails. And then I'll show you how I trim them. Well, time for this finger. Okay, now that I have them all on, I'm going to shut this off. Well, actually, no, I'm going to leave it running. And now that I have all these on, I'm going to trim these. And I just take, again, this is my paper trimming scissors. And I'm going to trim it close to the nail, but not up to the nail. I'm not going to trim it up to the nail. I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge, and I'll show you why. Okay, and once I've trimmed them, I suppose I could leave them like that, huh? And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to heat this one up again. And then I'm going to smooth it with my little cuticle tool. And then to really get these edges right here, if you all know what these are, this is for paper crafting. And it helps shape like paper flowers, and it's also for baking, for cake making, to shape the fondant flowers. But I'm just gonna make sure I get that. Oh, I gotta heat that one up. I didn't heat that one up. I always heat whenever you're gonna do anything. Heat it up. Just make sure I get those edges good. And these last a long time. I mean, you will get some wear and tear on them. You know, especially like me, I use my hands a lot. Especially now it's going to be summer. Even though it snowed. We got a big blizzard last night. But anyway, I'll be outside and I'll be even digging in rocks and stuff. And of course, I don't expect them to last as long when I'm doing that. But, you know, I don't... You know, and I should wear gloves when I'm gardening, but I don't. And, you know, I'll be shoveling chicken poop. And, you know, doing all sorts of other farm type things. And I do it all in my Jamberry nail wraps. Okay, now once I get, I'll just heat these up one more time. You know, and then I squeeze it with my finger. You know, this is vinyl. These are vinyl wraps, and this is just like how they vinyl wrap those fancy cars, those sports cars. That's essentially what you're doing. And I'm going to get a different nail file. This is actually my favorite nail file. I don't know where this came from. My sister got it for me, but here's the Jamberry one. And now I want to get rid of these bits. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to file them off. And always go down. Don't go across. And don't go up and down. Just file down. This takes a little bit of work to do because, you know, these, like I said, these are vinyl. You're not going to do one swipe and be done. But see how it's coming off? And then you can just pull it a little bit. And no, a little bit more right there. You can tell when it's ready. There. There, I got it. And look how cute that is. And you get really quick doing these. I mean, the first time I put on the Jamberries, it took me like an hour, you know, but it doesn't anymore. And then I had like, first time I put them on, I had like wrinkles in one, and ugh, it was a mess. There. See, look at that. Isn't that just darling? Here's another one. And the trick is, I shouldn't say trick, because it's how they're supposed to be applied, but try not to get it on your skin. See how I got this little, gap right here? That's perfectly fine. And that's because that's my oddball nail. It's wider than my other nails. You're bound to have an oddball nail. You just deal with it. But see, I got a little wrinkle right here. And so what I can do right there for that one is I can heat, it's this finger again. I can heat that up. And then I can take one of my tools and I can smooth out that wrinkle. And then I'll do this one. Oh, good God, I hope I pushed record. Okay, I did. I've done that before. I've done a whole video and I have forgot to push the record button. There we go. And see, on this nail too, I always get a wrinkle up here, and that's, my nail has a dip in it. And I guess if I worked on it, I could even out my nails more with a buffing block, but I don't want to. I live with that little wrinkle. But I can smooth it out too. I'm heating it up just to make it soft and pliable. And this helps with the glue too. But there, the wrinkle's gone. Whoops. Slippery. But that is how I apply my Jamberry nail wraps. How cute is that? I can't believe these are so cute. And I'll go through and I'll get rid of some of the rough edges. I call this my finishing nail file, because that black one's a little bit more rougher. That's good for getting the extra vinyl off. And then I'll just do that and I'll feel it, because sometimes they can feel a little rough. And even though they feel a little rough, that roughness will go away with daily use, if it does feel rough. I found like the metallics do that more. The metallics have a more rough feel after you file them. And like, here's a little bit I don't want there. Again, this is one of my goofy nails. That's where I got a little bumpy. There we go, gone. That is how I do my nails with my Jamberry nail wraps. I love these nail wraps. They do also sell nail polish, but I don't, I suppose, just so you know, I am a Jamberry consultant. I should buy some of that nail polish just to try it so I can tell people about it. But I don't like the smell of nail polish. So I don't like using nail polish. Now I'm going to heat this one up because it has a little wrinkle up at the top. Okay. And as always, like let's say you get a little wrinkle and you don't want to mess with it, you don't want to get it out, you don't have time, or you don't care. It's like all things. You'll notice it, but nobody else will, and that's the truth. But that is it. That is how I put my Jamberry nail wraps on, and of course I'm going to do this hand next. I won't record that. You only need to see one hand. But thanks for watching, and if you're interested in Jamberry nail wraps, I will leave my Jamberry website down below, and you can order at any time. And as always, if you buy 3 nail wraps, your 4th one is free. So that's a good deal. And their shipping, you know, is pretty good. Like I got 4 nail wraps and shipping was $4.95. I mean, shipping's never free hardly anywhere. But you know, that's, and you get lots of applications. You know, I'll be able to do my other hand with this one. And then, of course, I have, you know, another application here. And these ones, you can put these on your toes, too. I don't do that because I hate feet. You will never, ever see my feet. But, you know, you can put these on your toes, too. And some people have, you know, bigger nails. But I've been saving these, and what I should do is make a template and see if I can't use these somehow and make them smaller. But anyway, that's just my idea. But there we go, and thanks for watching. Bye.